Hey everybody, it is Phil Friedman and welcome to the morning briefing. I know this is not the beach I'm usually at, but it is later here on Wednesday night. I'm going to be on the Endeavor tomorrow morning and I want to get some breaking news to you because I really feel like the light switch is going on. In fact, down here at Ventura Sportfishing, everybody is excited because Tucker McCombs had limits of white sea bass today. Nice fish, biting really, really good. And it sounds like we have a real chance at pulling a rabbit out of the hat. If we can put limits on the boat tomorrow morning, I am going to be stoked. And of course, I'll be shooting a video for you all. You can feel the electricity here at Ventura Sport Fishing. And actually, I'm over at my niece's house, Connie Friedman, my brother's daughter. And it is so great to see her. She is a doctor here in Ventura. She's a great kid. And it's great seeing her again. I haven't seen her since I was in Taiwan the last time. So it's been a few years and it's been a nice reunion. Anyway, back to the show here and those sea bass out of Ventura. It's looking good. A lot of those fish were on those white flukes. And of course, reverse dropper loop will work. And the lead heads we told you about, the pink and the orange color, half ounce seemed to work well with a live squid. All of that working very, very well. But I heard a lot about the white flukes. And of course, I'll be on there in just a few more hours. So I'll be able to shoot a video and get you all up to speed. Friday morning's morning briefing is really going to be a special one. So can't wait to bring that to you. So that story here in the Channel Islands, it is breaking and looking really good. And hopefully we're going to see even more boats get in on it, especially the Endeavor tomorrow morning on this Friedman Adventures trip. We are really looking forward to it. Let me take you down to Laredo now in Baja California Sur and just tell you that Tim Marquez had a really good first day and then it's been a little bit slower, but they're still in paradise when you're in Laredo, Baja California Sur. It's a gorgeous, beautiful place and they are still catching some quality yellows down there. Maybe not as much as the first day, but still doing quite well. Bring you up and let me just make the overall comment that it seems like the light switch is going up right now. We have this sea bass bite in Ventura. We had some good halibut fishing I'm going to talk to you about on board the Pride. The Fury had an excellent day on the Yellowtail at San Clemente Island. Everything seems to be coming together. And the bluefin bite, which has been down in San Diego, is starting to show signs of life again. Looking pretty darn interesting and pretty darn good right now. Down in Ensenada, the weather is up a little bit. And speaking of the weather, we're going to get rained on tonight up here in Ventura. But we're going to have nice, calm seas tomorrow. And then you're going to have to watch out for the wind Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, like that. It's kind of a long-range forecast. So we'll stay on top of that for you and guide you in the right direction. But that is something that looks like is in our future. We'll have to watch it very closely. What is going on? Why is the light switch on? Once again, it is pure speculation on my part. But we're getting awfully close to that full moon in these heavy, big tidal swings with a grunion run Friday night starting on Southern California beaches. And I think that could be what's at play here. If it is, we for sure are going to hammer those sea bass in the morning. We'll see. Down in Ensenada, I know I'm jumping all around. I'm really excited here. Down in Ensenada, lots of great rockfish at Blackfin Sport Fishing. Plenty of big bonita. We've been seeing lots of big bonita around, and it's looking better and better all the time. The Pacifica just called in from a day-and-a-half trip, and they have 24 bluefin on the boat and 40 yellowtail for 15 guys. That's a nice hit. And the boys in general, the fleet in general, are starting to see the fish more. They're starting to bite a little bit more. It is not back to where it was bendo, but it could get there. And tonight could be a very interesting night. We'll see what's going to happen. On that tuna, you need 3 rods. You need something to fly line a bait with. And I'm talking 25 to 30 pound. You can take on some of those big bonita, those kelp patty yellowtail, which are not that big, 5 to 10 pounds for the most part on the forkies on the kelps right now. And then that smaller grade bluefin, like 25, 30, 40 pounds. You can get away with that 25, 30 pound fluorocarbon. We like www.opsonusa.com. Put in FA at checkout and Greg Brown will take good care of you. The fluorocarbon gets a bit better. We're convinced of that, but it also has this anti-abrasive quality to it. So if those bluefin get their teeth on there and start gnawing at it, you got a much better chance when you're fishing fluorocarbon. Then you need something with 40 to 60 on it. You're going to throw those Daiwa Sakana lures. The 100 to 150 grams have been really good for bluefin during the daytime. You can also sink a rig with that. And then a 2-speed reel with 80 to 130 pound on it. I like the heavier you can go, the better. And of course, a 2-speed, we like Daiwa reels, with the reel of your choice. You can sink a rig with that. And of course, you can fish Daiwa SK jigs at night. And that 200 to 300 gram jig seems to be working best of all. It has been slow on the bluefin tuna, as we've been telling you, showed some signs of life on Wednesday. We'll see what happens on Thursday. Maybe that thing is going to get ready to go and really bite. And Friday morning, I'll be back from the Endeavor, standing on that beautiful beach down there in Surfside, and I'll have all of that information for you, and hopefully a lot of great sea bass video for you. Should be a lot of fun. All right, so San Diego's starting to come together. The boat San Diego out of C4 Sport Fishing, you know, I don't care how big the yellows are. Maybe they're not that big. They had a heck of a day today. 32 guys, 75 on the yellowtail, 22 bonita. That's nice fishing. Back on Wednesday, I should say, as you're watching this on Thursday morning. That's pretty good. They saw bluefin that were acting funky. They don't want to settle. They don't want to bite. But they're seeing the fish, and that's really the precursor to catching them. You've got to see them before you catch them. They get into a funk, they're bluefin. That's the way those fish act sometimes. We'll have to see how that goes. Scott Buchert, as I told you, was on board the Pride. They ended up with 20 halibut. Scott had a nice halibut. I'm happy for him, happy for the Pride. No sea bass bite for those boys, but they did end up with 20 halibut and some rockfish to go along with that. The Fury was out there at San Clemente Island and had 20 of those big, great yellowtail. That is nice. I mean, a lot of that fish, 15 to 25, a few even bigger than that. Dropper loop, really working well. Fluorocarbon once again. Yo-yo ironfish have been taken in that neck of the woods also. The Thunderbird will be on scene with the Fury and several other guys here on Thursday. So look for better things to come. If the light switch is indeed going up, and we're seeing it because of this tidal movement, because of the full moon, you're going to see some big-time scores here in the next couple of days. And then, unfortunately, we're going to be dealing with weather Saturday night into Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. We'll just see how that works out. Things change, the weather changes, kind of a long-range forecast. We'll keep our eyes on that. Nice hit for them. There's halibut up and down the coast. There's good rock fishing. All the local boats, the Dolphin down there out of Fisherman's Landing, Dana War Sport Fishing guys, the guys that are out at the islands. There's been some spectacular rock fishing because we can fish the deeper water right now, and that has been really, really great. So you'll be able to get that accomplished for sure until that wind starts to blow Sunday afternoon, Saturday night, whenever it's going to manifest itself, depending upon where you are geographically. It's going to be a little bit nastier up in the northern region, like up here in Ventura, and then work its way down. We'll see what happens. But good rock fishing, a smattering of halibut, a grunion run Friday night, a great opportunity for you and the family to go check that out while the wind and the weather is nice, because by Sunday night, it might be too nasty to take kids down there on the beach. Those halibut, reverse dropper loop has been the best way to make that happen. We have seen some really great stuff going on. So we've gone from fishing not being all that great to some good signal on the bluefin tuna. A nice day on the San Diego. The Fury doing really well out there at Dana War Sport Fishing. The San Diego with an excellent day. And out of Ventura Sport Fishing, 805-676-3474. They've got more boats up here. I know Tucker on the Endeavor is chartered all the time. He has very few openings for you, but they've got that. They've got the California, and they have the Island Spirit. And all these guys are fishing rockfish, and in our case, we'll be looking for those sea bass. And of course, I will let you know how that goes. If I get any kind of a window in terms of being able to communicate with you, I will do so. But if not, I'll file a report when we get in tomorrow night. And then, of course, the morning briefing on Friday morning. It's going to be a great one. Can't thank you enough, folks. Don't forget, we've got a couple of spots open on the Apollo 2-day trip running out of 22nd Street Landing in San Pedro, May the 31st through June 2nd, and then a 1-day trip out of San Diego C4 Sport Fishing, September the 8th. Those trips on the Apollo are going to sell out fast. You want on? Send me a text, and I'll get back to you on Friday. 657-227-6459. and I will take really good care of you. I guarantee you that. All right, looking forward to it. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you share these videos. Hit that share button and share them. Subscribe to the channel. And once again, I can't thank you enough for the millions of views we've had, the hundreds of thousands of hours consumed by you. Really appreciate it. All right, praying for sea bass on the Endeavor. We're going to get rained on. We may even have some thunder and lightning, but we're going to catch some sea bass at least. That's the plan. Good fishing to you, and I'll see you again Friday morning on the Morning Briefing.